When married couples begin the estate planning process, one of the most important decisions they'll face is whether to establish a joint trust or separate trust. This choice has significant implications for the management of assets, estate taxes, and how the estate will be handled after the death of one or both spouses. I'm Daniel Hunt, a certified specialist in estate planning, trust, and probate law. In this video, I'll share some differences between joint trusts and separate trusts for married couples so you can make informed decisions that best suit your unique circumstances. A joint trust, as the name suggests, is a single trust established by both spouses. It typically includes the assets owned by both partners, which are managed together under the same legal entity. Here are some key points to consider when thinking about a joint trust. Simplicity and convenience. Joint revocable living trusts are often seen as more straightforward because they consolidate the couple's assets into one legal document. This can simplify the management and distribution of assets, especially during the lifetime of both spouses. Ease of access. Since both spouses are co-trustees, they have equal and complete control over the assets. If one spouse becomes incapacitated or passes away, the other can continue to manage the trust without any interruption, avoiding the need for a conservatorship or probate. Unified estate planning goals. Joint trusts work well for couples who have similar estate planning goals and a mutual understanding of how their assets should be managed and distributed. This is particularly useful when the couple's assets are largely shared or if they want to ensure that the surviving spouse has full control over the estate. Potential cost savings. Establishing a single trust can be more cost-effective than creating two separate trusts. It also reduces ongoing administrative burdens, as there is only one trust to manage. Separate trusts involve each spouse establishing their own individual trust. This arrangement can offer greater flexibility and control over individual assets, particularly in certain situations. Asset protection. Separate trusts can provide stronger asset protection, especially in cases of blended families, previous marriages, or significant individual assets. Each spouse can dictate how their separate assets are managed and distributed, which can protect the interests of children from previous marriages or personal beneficiaries. Tax considerations. Depending on the couple's financial situation, separate trusts may offer tax advantages, particularly in high net worth families. Separate trusts can allow each spouse to fully utilize their estate tax exemption, potentially reducing estate taxes for heirs. Privacy and control. With separate trusts, each spouse has full control over their individual trusts. This can be particularly beneficial if there are concerns about the management of assets in the event of divorce or if one spouse wishes to keep certain assets separate from the marital estate. Customized estate planning. Separate trusts offer more flexibility to tailor estate plans to the individual needs and wishes of each spouse. This can be important for couples with different priorities, such as charitable giving, support for specific family members, or special instructions for certain assets. The decision between a joint trust and separate trust depends on several factors, including the couple's financial situation, estate planning goals, and family dynamics. Here are a few considerations that can help guide this decision. Marital tension. If there are concerns about asset control or if the couple has separate financial goals, separate trusts may be more appropriate. Blended families. For couples in second marriages or with children from previous relationships, separate trusts can ensure that each spouse's assets are distributed according to their wishes, protecting the inheritance for their respective children. Complex financial situations. Couples with significant assets, business interests, or complex financial portfolios may benefit from the flexibility of separate trusts, particularly for tax planning and asset protection purposes. State laws. Estate planning laws vary by state, and some states may have specific rules that make one option more advantageous than the other. It's important to consult with an estate planning attorney who's familiar with the laws in your state. Deciding between joint trust and separate trusts is a significant step in the estate planning process for married couples. Both options have their advantages, and the right choice depends on your unique situation and goals. Consulting with a knowledgeable estate planning attorney can help you weigh the pros and cons and determine the best path forward to protect your assets and ensure your wishes are honored. Whether you choose a joint trust or separate trust, the most important thing is to take action and put your estate plan in place. This will provide peace of mind for you and your loved ones, knowing that your legacy is secure. If you have any questions about joint trusts or separate trusts for married couples, feel free to contact our law firm. Thanks.